Well, hi and welcome to my shop. It's March 29th and this video is going to be different from any other video I've done. I'm doing a voiceover on video I shot that has no sound. I somehow recorded a whole session's worth of videos and didn't record any sound with it. So this is the last stages of fixing up this record player, and I'm just going to have to do a voiceover with it. Fortunately, we can skip along. I'll try to make this fairly quick. So I can just skip this video forward a little bit. And now I'm showing a huge record here, in case anyone's really seen what a really large record looks like. Look at that. Holy smokes. That's bigger than the record player. In fact, I don't have any record players that could play something like this. So a person gave me this as something they had, they didn't know what to do with, so they put it in my hands. Now I've got it. Other than showing it to you, I really don't know what to do with it either. So it's actually music to be played in the U.S. Navy on a ship. I don't get it. And I think this is a 16-speed record, so that record should play for like an hour or something like that. But it says on it 10 minutes, so I don't quite understand what all is about it. Maybe it's not a 16. Maybe it's just, I don't know, the way the military, I guess they just specified their own record size or something. Okay, let's put the record away now. So I'm going to give the record player a try, and we'll see what happens. So the concern here is the record player, well, it didn't even drop the record. So the first problem I have to deal with is the record player doesn't drop records. It's not the first problem, it's just another problem along the line here. So here we go, and the record should drop right about now. But it didn't drop. I gotta grab the tone arm there. So there's a problem here with the spindle. So I begin the investigation for that. Just checking things out, poking things around. Well, we'll take a look at how the mechanism works underneath. So right now, as I'm doing this video and I'm advancing the video you're watching, sometimes it's kind of jumping back and forth a little bit. So I'm just looking at the mechanism, trying to figure out how it's supposed to work. Right down at the end where my hand was headed there. Yeah, right there. That's the spot. I decided time to take a closer look at the situation with the mechanism in there. So the record dropping spindle, bottom of it, is sticking through up into that little piece there. There we go. So I'm quite suspicious that the problem is right in this area here. So the bar I'm moving now should be sliding, well, it's hard to describe on a video, sliding in one direction and capturing the very bottom of the spindle. A little lever that sticks out. And the lever is caught up in that fitting there, I guess you could call it, but nothing's working. I'm trying to work the turntable right now. Nothing's working. So now I'm getting the idea that the spindle is not turned in the right direction. The lever's trying to push the little push arm, but the push arm's not in the right direction. Here I've decided to poke at it with my screwdriver, and haven't quite realized what's going on yet. I'm not looking for old oil or things that are sticking it, but that's not really the problem at all. So now I think I've realized what the problem is. I have to get back to the top of the record player. And what I think it is the spindle is turned in the wrong direction, which I probably turned it when I was trying to loosen the platter. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Fooling around. So, after a fair bit of time, I conclude the only thing I can do is turn the spindle. I'm feeling how smooth the shaft is, because I know when I put the tool on it, it's going to rough it up a bit. So I figure if I rotate it about 90 degrees, it should put it in the right position. But, you know, there's two directions for 90 degrees. From here, I have to pick one. Okay, we'll pick this one. Very tight going one direction, so I decided to go the other direction. That's about 90 degrees there. That's more than 90 degrees. What are you doing? Okay, happy with that. Let's give it a test. I'm watching the plunger move in the spindle. There it goes. Yeah. I don't know about that. I think we need to try a real record on it. Or at least let the motor work it. It doesn't seem to have worked right. Everything's loose. So I found a appropriate needle to go on to the record player. I have exactly the same cartridge. I have a spare one. See? Identical. Just need to take a look at the needle and make sure it's in good shape. Found a needle for it, and the point seems pretty good. Here's a look at the needle I removed. You can see a bit of a difference between that and this. In the original one, the entire needle is gone. So now I'm going to do some sound tests, and this is the most unfortunate part of this video. We're not going to hear a thing from this record, unfortunately, but I can tell you that it sounded just as you would expect. Okay, treble side, not too bad. Bass, deeper bass, completely missing, and that's always the case with these rim drive record players. They can't afford to let to use a cartridge with really good bass response, or you'll hear all the rumblings of the motor in the record player. So okay, let's skip ahead here because we're not going to hear any of this. Now what I've concluded here is I turned the spindle the wrong way, so I'm going to turn it 180 degrees and get it into the correct position, and I do, and it starts dropping records properly after this. So I probably got it off on the wrong angle when I was trying to get the platter off. And we're doing some record playing tests. Looks like a bit of a warped record there, and it passes the test wonderfully. Now I get out a Bob Dylan record. Why am I doing that? Bob Dylan. Did I really play a Bob Dylan record? No, you know, I got rid of the Bob Dylan and brought out a Woodstock record. Wow, this is an old record. A big moment in my life. Not that I went to Woodstock, I was too young. But this really represented a turning point, and kind of said to young people that you've really done it. You've really managed to forge a new world, if you like. Well, I don't know about that. See all those people in that picture? They're all about 10 years older than me. Those are the people running the world now. What happened? I don't know. So again, we can't hear the record, so I'm just going to move this ahead a little bit. Dropped a couple records to make sure it would drop two, which it does. The only thing the record player won't do is it won't shut itself off on its own. You have to push the off lever to make it stop. But otherwise, it's gone from a totally stuck record player to a perfectly functional one. Fantastic. So thanks a lot for watching this kind of crazy video. Don't know why it happened the way it did, but I wanted to salvage some of it because I know people have watched and want to know what happened to this record player. Well, that's what happened. It's already back with its owner, and hopefully playing records for him now. Hey, thanks for watching this. I'll get back to a more regular repair video next.